Showcase Beautiful in Pelham's Ballantree. Colleen and David Black, Keller Williams Realty, 356-5412. Call on Colleen.
This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 1st of September. Just like the way that sounds. Big fall weather fan. First day of meteorological fall. Of course, the equinox still about 3 weeks away, but bring it on. Let's look at some of the Skycam shots around the network this morning. First off, from Inverness in the Wingate Inn, we're looking over Highway 280. Pretty quiet out there at 5 o'clock. From the campus of the University of Montevallo, that's the Skycam down in Shelby County overlooking downtown Montevallo. Mostly cloudy there. And up in the Tennessee Valley, a look at downtown Huntsville. Water vapor satellite shot. Interesting to note that moisture from that big hurricane in the eastern Pacific, Hima, is coming across Mexico. That's high-level moisture into the Gulf and up the Atlantic seaboard, but that feed is staying south of us. But down in the low levels beneath all of that, we have an easterly flow, and that could lead to a couple of showers the next few days, today or tomorrow. Temperatures this morning, coolest over the northwest. That's where the really dry air is settled in. We've got 50s up in the Shoals and Haleyville, but temperatures are 10 degrees warmer down here because of clouds. Birmingham sitting at 68, Montgomery at 70, so if you want that really cool air, you need to be a little northwest of here. Rain over the next 5 days, valid through Saturday evening at 7, and this is kind of suggesting about a quarter inch. I don't think it rains much. Showers, yes, they're possible today and tomorrow. And even at some point Thursday through Sunday, there could be a shower somewhere, but we just don't think it'll be a big deal. Of course, the big number is out there over the Gulf of California, 20.9 inches from Hurricane Hima that's expected to get up in there and kind of stall out as it fizzles out, and that could produce some really serious flooding. And let's talk tropics in the Atlantic. Still, the guys at NHC have not upgraded this thing in the Atlantic east of the leewards to a depression, but I think they'll have to do that at some point today. And it's not moving much. It's almost stationary. There's a look at the satellite perspective, and it's got a really nice central dense overcast, good outflow. It looks like a tropical storm at that point, or at this point. And again, the upper steering currents out there pretty much collapsed. It is just not moving much. Guidance looks like this. And again, it's going to be a slow mover. The consensus kind of takes it north of Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands and Hispaniola in 5 days. Some of the models try and bend it north. And again, it's in a position to where more than likely is going to recurve off the east coast of the United States, much like all the other systems we've seen this year, because of this persistent trough over the east. Intensity forecasts, pretty big spread there. You know, you got some models that keep it at a tropical depression, and you got one now that brings it up to a Category 2 hurricane. Most of them bring it up to a Category 1 in 5 days. And we'll keep an eye on that, but again, it's not going to be a Gulf storm. Jimena in the Pacific, south of Baja, that thing is moving, and unfortunately it's moving right up toward the peninsula, and that's going to be problematic. This thing is a whopper. Category 4, almost a 5. Top winds 155 miles per hour. No change in the forecast track. Comes up into the west coast of Baja. Early tomorrow morning is a major hurricane, probably a 3 at the time of landfall. And then it fizzles out as it goes north, and that moisture seems to be headed up for Phoenix by the weekend. So we'll kind of keep an eye on that, but it's going to be a very slow mover, and that's the reason for the tremendous rains that are forecast out there. Let's look at the modeling. This is the GFS, the OZ run, valid at 1 o'clock today. Winds aloft are relatively light, still broad troughing down here, and at the surface, we've got that little slug of moisture coming in from the east. You got the high pressure to the north, lower pressure down to the south. So, again, cloudy at times today, maybe a little light rain in spots. Temperature is probably cooler than guidance. Parts of East Alabama could stay in the 70s all day. And really the same deal tomorrow. Again, I don't think it rains a lot. Just be aware the possibility is there for some scattered light rain. Thursday, that looks pretty dry. I guess you could mention a slight chance of a shower. And really, that's the deal for Friday and the weekend. That looks pretty dry. Comfortable, low and mid-80s. Saturday, starting off the weekend, big trough coming into the western coast. But around here, winds aloft are light and variable. Down below that, the weather looks relatively dry. And Sunday, pretty much the same deal. Monday of next week, might mention a small chance of a shower. Tuesday, same thing, better moisture feedback off to the west. So pretty benign weather for the next 7 days. Look out there at mid-month, into the forecast, the 16th of September. Again, we've got a big trough out west. And around here, nothing too exciting. The deeper moisture shows up north of here. But again, the thing that strikes us, we see no sign of tropical issues in the Gulf of Mexico, which can be a big problem during the first half of September. That water's awfully warm down there, but it just seems like this is a season where the tropical systems want to stay over in the Atlantic. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.